Mal Parl it is in car 34. That's an ex-local car, the VY Commodore, the all-blue machine. On the outside of him, Matthew Thomas. And rounding out the field, his brother Joel Thomas. Modified Productions for the new season are underway. Here we go, folks. 6-cylinder machines are well away. And it's budging out in front in car number 90. Working the low side of the racetrack so far in this heat race for Productions. Johnson around in turn number 4. And that seems to be the only spot that we haven't watered today. Is the infield of turn 4. Warren, of course, had a torrid time with this car registered as a Super Street. Couldn't pass up the opportunity to register the car as a modified and have a run. But here come your leaders. It is Budget in car 90. The BOR exhaust machine out in front. Gilroy right behind him now down the inside. Collins behind him in position 3. Then it's the Thomas brothers, Matthew and Joel, rounding out the top 5. Joel Thomas, the first to try out the top side. Round the outside of his brother into turn 4. A little bit of a bobble. No harm, no foul. They'll continue on. So it's still car 90 out in front of Budgeon, another ex-Super Street racer. Problems for Parl in 34. He seems to be rolling around on the bottom side of the racetrack in car 34. We have seen Mal race out at Blackwater before. Great to see him in a production car here in Rocky. Change for the lead. It is Gilroy now out in front. White flag is out, one more to travel. Thomas now down the inside. And Thomas still into the back of car 35, but that is how they will finish. What a great opener. Gilroy in car number 19 will get the race win. Jamie Budgeon in car 90 will hang in there for position 2. And Bevan Collins, a Super Sedan racer, for position 3. And they are having a little discussion about how much they enjoyed that heat race. See you later, says the Spudman, so he's confident he'll be back. Here's your race winner coming past you now, folks. Car number 19, Wayne Gilroy, all the way from Mackay. Alrighty, folks, we'll have a quick chat with him and we'll try and send him back out the door so he can get out before the gate shuts. We'll join the race winner, the first time for the Productions in quite a while, all the way from Mackay, Wayne Gilroy. Mate, how did it feel? You look good out in front.
Yeah, the car feels good at the moment. The track's pretty good too, but we'll see what it's like feature time.
Now, you've made a big trip. You're not scared of travel, and obviously you guys get a few runs up in Mackay as well. Is it good to be back at Rocky?
Yeah, I don't mind this place. We've been here before in the early years with the Super Street and a couple of times at Productions, and we've won a couple of races here, so I'm pretty keen to race here a bit.
Cool. Thanks, mate. Congratulations on winning the opening heat race for the Productions. Okay, event number 6 in your race program. We've had a change at the front. Adrian Stott doesn't look like he's here. So that will slot Jason Boss up to position 1. One of the locals, Tony Gorn, on the outside of the front row. Didn't even get a chance to talk about him, but we're underway. And it is Bossy in car number 2, the Commodore, out in front. We've got some hitters in this one as well. Michael Budgeon right there in car number 92 in position 3. And here is Chris Jensen, car number 15. He's won some huge meetings down south. Just as he moves up into position 4, he gets pummeled from behind by 2 cars. Dennis Shellcross, another hitter from Bundaberg, car number 81. He's back there in position number 5. And at the rear of the field, the local boy, Bo Saunders, car number 17. But it's all Jason Boss, car number 2 out in front. Tony Gaunt, car number 3 behind him. And another one of the Budgeons. Ambers, we've got a wheel over the far side belonging to Bo Saunders. Man, I bet all you guys saw that before me too. That sucks. Had me back turned for that one. Lights are out on the towers. We're going to go racing this time. Restart for the Modified Productions. Heat number 6. In your race program, it'll be Jason Boss. We'll get the jump out in front. All the way from Mackay is Bossy. Then it's Gaunt and Budgeon, but here comes Chris Jensen. Jensen in car 15, the Fair Dinkum Sheds machine. And all 3 cars together. Position 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's where it's at the moment. As Bossy checks out for the rest of the field. Shellcross wants in on this one as well in 81. Oh, nose to tail. Gaunt, Budgeon, and Jensen. And Shellcross as well. He's right there. Budgeon moves to the high side and he'll lose a spot to Jensen. Some great racing early on. Jensen not finished yet as he goes down the inside of Gaunt. Oh, and have a go at 92 of Budgeon around the top. Not going to give up yet as the young fella is Budgeon. Problems for our race leader, Boss. Bossy will pull to the infield. White flag out. Tony Gaunt now leading this one away. Jensen, Budgeon, Shellcross, they're all there. Out of turn number 4. Here comes Jensen down the inside. Oh, Gaunt will get there. Tony Gaunt will hang on. The local bloke will pick up the race win in the opening heat of the Modifieds. Join now, folks, the local bloke, one of our locals, Tony Gaunt, taking out the first race in the second group of the Modified Productions. Tony, did you expect to find yourself at the front? And if you knew the chaos that was going on behind you, I know I was a little bit scared standing on the infield, but you did well. You got out in front and picked up the early win.
Yeah, mate, it was good. I'd like to thank Bossy. He was the one that made the win happen. So sorry for him, but the boys behind me are giving back bar a bit of a liven up, but nothing to upset the car. So we've had this thing for a while, and it's been hard to get a win out of it. So to all the people that have thanked me, thank you very much.
Here we are, folks. Tony Gaunt picking up the race win. Jamie Budgeon on the inside of the second row. Car number 90, another one of the big travellers. And Trent Humphreys, car 32 on the outside of him. He's another traveller as well from down south. Couple of Bundaberg fighters on the third row. Bevan Collins on the inside at 35. Grillo away. Keep an eye on Jason Boss from the rear of the field as he goes straight to the top side. But it's all Joel Thomas. Gets a great jump out in front in car 24, out of turn number 4 for the first time in the second round of heats. Bo Saunders in car 17. He's still there in position 2. Then it's Budgeon. Then Humphreys. Shellcross is there as well in car 81. You can hear the high revving 6-cylinder machines being led away by Joel Thomas. This car brand new, a brand spanker. And he finds himself out in front. Showing the wares of a lot of work in the background as he opens up a fair few car lengths to position 2 of Bo Saunders. Saunders now under fire from Budgeon as he heads to the inside. No change there at the moment. Budgeon to the low side again out of turn 4. About time to go to the top. The first one is Shellcross. And unfortunately, as soon as he goes up, he loses a spot. And it's to Jason Boss. Boss now in position 3 from the rear of the field. He now heads to the inside of Bo Saunders. The Commodore and the Falcon for position 2 and 3. Saunders will lose another spot. White flag out for our race leader of Joel Thomas. So Bossy now moves up to position 2. Poor old Bo Saunders spat back a couple of spots. He's now in position 5, but the checkered flag will fly. That's how we'll finish the second round of heats for car 24 of Joel Thomas. Then it's Jason Boss in car 2 and Jamie Budgeon in car number 90. They will round out the top 3. Alrighty, we'll have a quick chat to Joel. Mate, you opened up a fair old gap there, eh? Obviously, folks, no rear view mirror, so Joel wouldn't have had a clue how far out in front he was, but you had a fair old gap to Bossy, actually.
Mate, I'm absolutely stoked. I can't say enough. I can't thank the people that helped me enough, especially Trevor and Leslie Brown for the advanced medal training. Melanie, my fiance, Nate, and just all the boys that get in and give a hand, Speedy, Nev Williams. It's just appreciated. It's everyone, everyone that puts in a bit of an effort that makes a difference.
Well, mate, I had a quick mention actually while you were racing that obviously a lot of work behind the scenes has got you out to the front of a heat race. Obviously, it's starting to pay off.
This car's a brand new car. We've never ever raced before, so the second heat out to be doing like that. The car just feels awesome. While I got the mic, I'd just like to put a hello out there to Aaron Smithwick's family, just to let him know we're all thinking of his family and everything we can do for his family and help around here.
Exactly right. Ladies and gentlemen, winner of the second round of heats for Productions, Joel Thomas. Rightio, we're going to go again. Couple of locals from the front row. Tony Gaunt picked up a win in his opening heat race. He's now from pole position with Matty Thomas on the outside of him. Chris Jensen on the inside of the second row, already up to position number 3. Side by side with Matthew Thomas. Budgeon is back there in position 4 as well. Then Gilroy and Johnson round out the field. So it's Tony Gaunt out in front. Chris Jensen, a big traveller from far north Queensland. He's not scared to travel, only raced at Toowoomba only a couple of weeks ago. So Gaunt trying about the mid-track. Chris Jensen right behind him on the bottom. Ford and Holden 1 and 2. Matthew Thomas still there in position number 3 with Wayne Gilroy right behind him. Oh, great stuff. No touching at all in the front 2. Jensen with a big dive down the inside. Gaunt getting some nice drive out of turn 4 and he'll hold on to the race lead. Tony Gaunt doing the job for Extreme Zodiac Nightclub. There his major sponsor. As Jensen now down the inside, the Fair Dinkum Sheds Commodore. Gilroy still back there in position number 3. We got some around. Gaunt's around, he's lost the wheel. Johnson spun his car around to avoid the carnage. But that's a left side rear tyre for Tony Gaunt. Who's to blame over there? Have a look over in the Tony Gaunt pit. No one putting their hand up for that one. Girls are pretty happy sitting up on the truck minding their business. So that will leave Chris Jensen to take over the race lead. Then it'll be Gilroy and Thomas. Even under caution, folks, just have a look at the experience of a couple of blokes out there. Jensen. So we thank him for making the travel down from up north to have a crack. Well, the boys will get a jump, but we're away. Bit of nose to tail stuff before we went green. The officials are happy to let it ride. So it's Chris Jensen in car 15 from Townsville. Out in front, you can hear the rev limiter popping in that machine. He's wringing the Commodore's neck as he exits turn 4. White flag. One more to travel. Gilroy in position number 2. Matthew Thomas in position 3. Then it's Budgeon and Johnson. Only 5 remaining. Checkered flag is out. This time for Chris Jensen. Gilroy will hang in there for second. Matthew Thomas for third. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chris Jensen. Folks, your race winner Chris Jensen has pulled in for a quick chat. Mate, first of all, thanks for making the journey. But you found yourself out in front and only the second round of heats.
Yeah, that's the way we like it, mate. You go from the front and go hard, eh?
That's the go. What are you thinking so far about the Rocky track? Obviously, you've been here before in another class, but in the production car, what are you thinking?
I think it's a whole lot of fun. It's a great racetrack. It's hooked up and it's fast, and you can just pack it in. I love it.
Great stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for Chris Jensen. Mal Parle on the outside of him. Only recently purchased this car from Jason Greeno, one of our local boys. So his first drive in the late model Commodore. Jason Boss, Bevan Collins on the second row. Tony Gaunt, Joel Thomas, and Jamie Budgeon at the rear. 7 cars, green light on, we're away. Plenty of movement already as Shellcross gets a great jump out in front and leads away. Parle has problems in 34. Sounds like he's struggling to find a gear. That car free revving at the back of the field. But it's all Shellcross in 81. Couple of car links to Jason Boss. Wheel hiking into turn 3 is car number 2. Tony Gaunt behind him. Then it's Budgeon. And Bevan Collins and Thomas round out the 6-car field. Parle has brought his car to the infield. He'll take no further part. Car number 34. Plenty of drive out there at the moment. You can usually tell there's not much flickering, of course, from the rev limiters at the moment. All the cars hugging the bottom side of the racetrack. We'll keep an eye on things and see if it changes in this heat race. But hopefully the top side will open up soon. It's still Shellcross as they go past the start-finish line again. Here comes Bossy from Mackay. Right over the rear bar of the Ford, out in front. Tony Gaunt behind him, so no change to the top 3. Thomas now goes upstairs at the back of the field. He gets to the outside of Bevan Collins. White flag out, one more for the McCosker Contracting Modified Productions. Joel Thomas at the back of the field, still out in the top side, having a fair old crack. But out of turn 4, the checkered flag will fly. And it will be Dennis Shellcross in 81. Bossy will get position 2, Tony Gaunt in 3rd. That's how they'll round out the top 3. All right, we'll have a quick chat to Dennis, who's stopped on the infield to have a quick talk to us. Mate, how's it feeling out there? Only the third round of heat now for you, and you found yourself at the front of the field.
Yeah, the track's coming along nice. Should be good in the final. Screw it up some and away we'll go.
Now, last time we would have seen you here was in a Super Street, I'd imagine, quite a few years ago. But how's the production car feeling?
Yeah, the production car race is good. So competitive. One hiccup and you're done for basically. It's been really good.
All right, mate, thanks for stopping and having a chat. Ladies and gentlemen, heat race winner Dennis Shellcross. All right, officials have got them lined up. We're ready to go again. And it's Wayne Gilroy, car number 19 from pole position. Chris Jensen on the outside of him. Thomas and Budgeon on the second row. Then a couple of Rocky boys from the third row. Green lights on. And it's Jensen who gets a great jump down the lane straight away out in the lead early. Trying the top side early on as well to see if there's anything there. But Gilroy right behind him and not letting him get away at all. So it's all Jensen out of turn 4 once again. He'll put another lap in the books. Gilroy right behind him. And then a big gap back to Michael Budgeon. In car number 92, and then it's Matty Thomas and Bo Saunders. Jensen giving the rev limiter a hiding, so he knows it. We know that car's geared right up to get some speed as he's about mid-track trying to move along. Gilroy will pull to the infield in car 19. So that will leave a massive gap for our race leader for Fair Dinkum Sheds in Townsville. Nearly a quarter of a lap for Chris Jensen out in front. Back to Michael Budgeon and Matty Thomas. White flag is out this time. One more to travel for our race leader. Oh, problems too for positions 2 and 3. Thomas has given Budgeon a hit. There was all sorts of problems. The checkered flag will fly for our race leader. Jensen will take the win. And no change for position 2 and 3 as they had problems a lap before. So Michael Budgeon will hang in there for position 2. Matty Thomas for 3rd. We'll let Chris go. He's already over near the safety area. But Chris Jensen, ladies and gentlemen, will pick up the race win. And that will be their final qualifier. Now, even though we had a few scratchings for tonight, we were expecting a larger car count. But these guys have done a great job. They've turned it on. And now to front row of Jensen and Shellcross. Green lights on and we're away. Shellcross hanging tough on the outside in 81. Side by side with Jensen. Then it's the 2 Budgeons in position 3 and 4. Then it's Bossy in car number 2. We're 1 lap down and the speed is on for the production cars. Three of our local boys are all in there in position 5, 6, 7 and 8 rather, as Gord heads to the high side. But it's all Jensen out in front in car 15. So it's Jensen and Shellcross and Budgeon in 92. Budgeon now heading to the top. Not going to get there. We'll have to settle for position 3 for the time being. But it looks like the top side's coming in. But it's all Jensen for Fair Dinkum Sheds out in front. Car number 15. Then Shellcross from Bundaberg. Then back to Budgeon in position number 3. And the second of the Budgeon cars, the brothers, running 3rd and 4th. Then it's Bossy, Johnson and Gaunt. Well, it's all single file there at the moment. But that will change as this feature race goes on. It's a long way around, 20 laps. Tony Gaunt now up into position 5. The first runner of the local cars. Jensen down the back straight again. Still out in front in car 15. Shellcross still there in position 2 in car 81. Then it's the two Budgeon brothers. Position 3 and 4. Jason Boss right behind him, and here comes Tony Gaunt to the inside of Jason Boss. Has a look, but there's nothing there yet. Then it's back to Thomas. And Johnson, and Johnson's around. Warren Johnson spins the car around in front of the field. And we've got more chaos right in. Oh, that's a big one. That was a biggie. That was a big one indeed. Matty Thomas coming through in the end. Fire under the bonnet of 92. Tony Gaunt involved in the back of this one as well. Bossy in car number 2 involved in there as well. Matty Thomas is out of the car. He's okay. Well, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the left-hand side of Michael Budgeon's car 92. But the whole left-hand side is certainly hurting. And a lot of damage also to car number 2 for Jason Voss. He's had a big trip down as well, and a great night so far tonight as well. It'll be a long trip home for car number 2 to Mackay. Well, yeah, not many laps in the book, and it is a 25-lap feature. So anything can happen from here on. Green light, well away again, restart number 1. Jensen and Shellcross out in front again. Jamie Budgeon in position 3 with Tony Gaunt behind him. So it's all Jensen out of turn 4 once again. No change to the front 3 with Shellcross behind him. But Jensen is just on fire out there in front. You see the racetrack starting to go away on the bottom and in the middle. Still a lot of racing to go to in this final. Jensen, you can see just washing a little bit higher, looking for the cushion. Shallcross, Budgeon and Gaunt doing the same. Then it's back to Humphreys in car 32. And Bo Saunders. Warren Johnson and Bevan Collins rounding out the field. The other thing as well, what tyre did they choose? Many compounds available for this class of car. And now the racetrack has completely gone away on the bottom side. If you've got a harder tyre, you're going to come on good at the end. It's going to take longer for that tyre to heat up. So you should still be fast towards the end of the race in theory. But Chris Jensen is flying out in front. Down the back straightaway again for our race leader. Shallcross still there in position 2 in car 81. And Jamie Budgeon and Tony Gaunt and Trent Humphreys round out the top 5. Budgeon is in car 90. So both Budgeon cars now retiring to the infield. That now moves Tony Gaunt up to position number 3. And another one of our locals, Bo Saunders, now up into position 5. So a strong local contingent so far in this final for McCosker Contracting. Bob McCosker making it all possible to bring the Modified Productions to Rocky. Another one down the back for car 15 as he comes into lap traffic of Bevan Collins. Still in position 2 is Shallcross. And Tony Gaunt coming past you now, there in top 3 still. But the way it's shaping up, the longer this race goes. Well, Collins pulls in 35. He'll take no further part. One more down. This is certainly becoming the Chris Jensen show as he continues to fly in car number 15. Shallcross still in second with Tony Gaunt third. Then it's Trent Humphreys and Bo Saunders. White flag is out, last one. So one more remaining in the McCosker Contractor final. Oh, problems for position 2. Shallcross breaks down on the final lap. Checkered flag is out for our race winner. So Jensen will win. Tony Gaunt from Rocky will get there for position 2. Goodness me, it didn't stop. And Trent Humphreys in car 32 will finish off the podium in position 3. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Modified Productions. Steam coming from the back of 32, by the looks of things. It's a hard fought 25 laps for that car. But here he is, folks, the man that stole the show in the Modified Productions, all the way from Townsville. Put your hands together one more time for Chris Jensen. We will wait for Chris to come around and we'll try and have a chat to him before he heads home. Long drive back to Townsville has just been made a little bit easier. Not scared to travel either. We mentioned he was in Toowoomba not long ago and he has won some big dollar shows. We certainly thank him for coming. But it will take a while to remove all these race cars from the infield. Definitely carnage in the safety area at the moment. There you are, folks, 9:45. Could be a new record. But we've got our race winner over here. He stole the show. He's going to get out of the car for us. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time for your race winner, Chris Jensen. Mate, I know you couldn't see behind you, but you had a big lead. That's all. It grew and it grew. You did a great job. Thank you for coming once again. But how's it? You made it to the top.
Yeah, mate, look, I've got to give the Rocket Club a rap. I know the grade breakdown today. Guys done an unreal job. Great racetrack. Probably the best racetrack I've raced on in a long time. Plenty of banking, plenty of grip till the end. But great night. Thanks everyone for coming out and supporting them. And make it next time too, Ian.
Well, you've certainly given a taste of what we can expect next time, and the club are putting the work in motion for a big dollar show next time. Now, we've seen you in a couple of classes, obviously, with the supers and this, and I have read on the internet that you prefer these things for the door-to-door. What are the thoughts after coming here as well, like after being in a super and running in these things? You're obviously going to run the modified a bit more. We're going to see you around the traps.
Mate, yeah, we'll run both this season. Try and divide our time evenly. When I say it's not that I like racing these more, the racing's closer. That's all there is to it. In saying that, you can't beat the buzzer standing on the gas in a big 600 horsepower or 700 horsepower super sitting in here.
There you are, folks. Hopefully we'll see him back one more time. Chris Jensen from Townsville.